What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another weekly review of fake trading. As you can see right away, I've you know prepared the Excel spreadsheet a little bit, um, fine-tuned it, or not fine-tuned it, but adjusted it with small details like my average day, my average green day, and my average red day. Um, how much money I make on an average week, um, or as I said, on an average day, an average green day, and average red day. Then the percentage of how many green days in relation to red days I have out of the month, um, and how my average days within a week, or my average green day or average red day within a week performs or plays out. So that's the opening right here. So we were last week was this week. Uh, so this was the last week that we finished 2 days ago. As you can see, I had a pretty strong run um, 2 weeks ago. I had like 6 green days. Unfortunately, I continued with 4 bad red days. Especially these 2 days were really bad because I had the right idea in mind. I remember it was NLST and I guess it was CHKE. Um, I had the right idea. I executed very bad on it. So in the perfect world, this should would coulda been a plus, let's say plus 190 euros, and the other one probably plus 190 euros as well, if not more like 200 euros. So that's like 400 bucks right there. But I mean, yeah, I had the right idea as I walked you through last week already. But I fucked up the execution, and that's been a very bad part about my trading that I noticed. I have very good ideas, but somehow I can't capitalize on them as I want to because I think for me my stop is too tight. So I actually had a pretty good trade on wk38 this week. I think it was it was on Thursday. I didn't make any big bucks on it, but I think I had a very good execution in that trade. So I'll walk you through it briefly. Otherwise, I have to say, I mean, you can read the notes yourself. It said, um, I don't know what it says because I think there's something missing. Yeah. So, excuse me. As you can see, lost big on good ideas due to bad execution. That's the 18s. That's the NLST loss right there. What is NLST? Yeah, that's the NLST loss right there. Um, I'll walk you through that trade in a minute, so you can have further insight of it. The other thing is OTC give up saved the week because honestly, I have to admit these 2 days right here, the 19th and the 21st, were only the 21st was only OTC give up plays from the 20th. So actually, I didn't take any trade on the 21st whatsoever. I only sold my overnight position, which resulted in 242 euros. On the 19th, I had was it two? Yeah, I had CVSI for gap up overnight and BLOZF for gap up overnight as well. Actually, I sold them for 248 profit. Uh, then I had a very bad, stupid trade on, well, I don't even know if it's stupid. I mean, I have lost on VKTX, excuse me. I tried it twice, lost on it both times, and I had a trade on MTEM, but I don't really know how it played out to be honest. But we can look that up. So give me a second. So that's the VTX trade, VKTX trade. We'll see through that one in a minute. Wednesday. So it's the 19th. That's right. 1952. So what was the idea behind it? Yeah, it was 1952. Yeah, that was. I mean, the entry was. The idea was good as well. Just execution was pretty bad again. Chased way too much. I mean, now in hindsight, you can see a clear top right here. See a top and right here. And that's places you would like to short. Shorting with pups. And really, I entered right here in this candle. Um, with a stop at this 650 line. But really, this is not. There's not even a bounce at all. So there's no point in me shorting right there. Because I have this bounce play strategy. Where it falls and it bounces, and then you short the next candle to make a new low. But actually, this, especially intraday, like at the open, yeah, well, maybe one candle of bounce will be enough, but not in this zombie hour. So this shouldn't be a short for me. Anyway, I took it because I was pretty pissed about the VKTX shorts that I took earlier. Um, and yeah, as you can see, it stopped me up right here, and then came back down towards this 585 line that I tried to make that, that I tried to anticipate coming. I mean, yeah, it was right at the close that it got to this line, so I'm not sure if I would hold it overnight or not overnight, but through the close, or maybe sold it into this six test right here, or this consolidation and here into the close for a tiny profit. But I decided to play bad and you know enter on the chase, have my stop too tight and fuck up the whole trade. So goes to VKTX. Damn, the name got me today. Um, this trade right here was 15. Yeah, so I was simply just dead wrong on this stock, and I mean that shit happens, and it's not nothing bad about it happening. It's just you gotta quit and take the losses off, because this could have easily, you know, went to pretty bad trade. I shorted, wait, I shorted right here the first time. As you can see, that's the setup again. One candle of bounce, then shorted, stopped out right here. Next one was here, stopped out right here. So, I mean, this entry, yeah, it's decent. But it's very important that you get out on this higher day break. So yeah, otherwise I would have been on a major ride for like almost $2. Fortunately, I didn't go into the ride, which yeah was. I mean, I'm pretty decent at cutting losses. I'm just sometimes too overprotective, and have the stops too tight. So that's pretty stupid. But that brings us right to the next day, the 20th of September, where I had, in my opinion, a very nice trade on VKTX. God damn it. Um, so as you can see right here, these light gray dots were my positions where I try to scale in. So as you can see, I scale in into the 2050 area, then I try to scale in into this 2095 line. Unfortunately, it only went up to 2085, so I never got my fill on it. I tried to play the big picture of the stock. As you can see, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. We had this major gap up day, and then the fade, bounce a little bit, bounce a little bit, set a newer high, a lower high in relation to the previous one, and then I anticipated to bounce again, but actually I wanted to give it time to like the 2216 area where it peaked out the day before. So that's why I try to scale in slow. I only took like 50 shares at the 2050 level. Try to double up with 50 shares at this 21 level or 2090 level, and then 50 and 50 more at like 22. Never got that high. I mean, I don't know if I would really set through it, but I would have liked to get fill the other 50 shares at 21. So never got there. Whatever. Then it came down. Actually, I never really found the right entry for me to reshort it or to add into my position because I didn't want to get the risk out of hand. So I just wanted to play it small because it's just trying to play something else, something new with a bigger picture in mind, for a bigger move. And actually, this trade took like 3 hours for me, and I don't usually stay as long in trades. But yeah, as you can see, I sold some into this lower day test right here, 1960s. Um, then it came back. I reshorted. Actually, I top ticked it. Unfortunately, I'm trading with IB, and I only use TD Ameritrade for charting, so you can't see my stamps in it or my prints. So yeah, I actually top ticked it at 2012. I sold half here, so I had 25 shares left, so that's nothing. I mean, I top ticked 25 shares top in here because I wanted to double up on it. And then I sold 25 into this down move right here. I mean, it's now no big money or almost no money at all. I made 58 bucks on this trade. Um, with actually, let me, uh, with actually a move to 50, 4% right here. Actually, with almost a 6% move, I only made 58 bucks. So you see, I wasn't big in it, but the percentage is decent. So yeah, I reshorted it here, sold one half in here, and then I sold the rest when it couldn't break down. Because actually I had 1890s as a goal, but as you can see, there was so right here there was this pre-market support 1920s, right above where it bounced, and I thought, yeah, I'll just quit it because I only had 25 shares, so even if it went down to 1890, I would make $4 on it. So no worth the stress, just finished it and that's it. So yeah, but it actually played out pretty decent, and I like the way that I've exterminated the trade. Stick to my resistance points, scaled in, scaled out, and added into a nice bounce. And play the bigger picture. Usually if I play stocks like this, I'll make sure it here and then sell it right here. That's nothing. I mean, I don't want to be a scalper. I try to, but it's hard for me. I like to take profits fast, and unfortunately, um, but actually, big money is only made when you play the big picture of the stock. So that's what I will try to do next week. So we'll see how that goes. Another trade that I wanted to show you was this NLST on Tuesday. That was right here. So I entered it pre-market. I entered it at 50 cents. So right here into this candle. Then I immediately got the flush down to 45. Unfortunately, I never sold it because I had this 42 line in mind. Um, so I thought, yeah, it cracked crazy hard pre-market, so it will probably just fade the whole day. But you know, as you can see, it tanked crazy, but then bounced even more crazy, all the way up to 55. I stopped out at 52. Um, so I took a $200 hit on a trade that played out perfect. As you can see, I would have probably bottom ticked it at 42, but I cannot sustain a hold to hold the stock going 10% against me. You know, that's I mean it's stupid. Actually, I probably should have cut it right here at this 49 thing, but I really thought it was just a bounce. But I mean, what's a 10 or 12% bounce? That shit is crazy, you know. So yeah, and that's my daily max loss, almost $200. So I never reshorted it, unfortunately. Um, but could have been a decent trade if I stepped up to it again. But then it's better to keep your losing days, let's call it small, even though they're pretty big in relation to my winning days somehow. Um, but that's because I mean, yeah, I had two $200 day, minus $200 days this month, or almost three. I mean, yeah, the first one was just bad. I mean, I think it was mankind like crazy. Uh, yeah, I fought mankind crazy, oversizing it, and that got me. The other two were good ideas. I mean, they were good ideas, but I just were too early on the short, or yeah, I mean, you can call it too early on the short, or just too. I mean, I don't really know what happened with CHKE. So NLST was too early. CHKE, which day was it? CHKE 14, so that's the right day. Um, CHKE, I chased it. So I just chased it because I was pissed. I had nice entry right here, sold it. I sold it because it blew through higher day. But yeah, I mean, you see, the one I chased, the other one I was too early. But they still played out as I expected them to play out. So um, actually, the losing days are just unfortunate events. The other losing days, I mean, like minus 45, that's decent. Minus 111, yeah, I mean, okay. Um, this day was oversized and stupid, and I was just wrong. As I was on this day on VKTX, I was just wrong, but I cut the loss, and that's the major point. If you take the loss, oh fuck, if you take the loss, you still have the chance to fight another day, or still fight the same day on another stock, So you just gotta admit when you're not seeing the event clearly, and it seems to just have the wrong thesis on the stock, just take it off. It's not worth it most of the times. So I had two nice ideas, didn't capitalize on it. The bigger loss on the 4th of September was stupid, and I fought it. And that's how they turn out this big. These 2 days could have been easily uh, positive 200 euros for me. So that would be something else then, because I had the right idea in mind. I just executed shit. So that's what I want to work on next week, to capitalize on opportunities that I have the right thesis on, because it's nothing more disappointing if you lose on a stock where you have the right thesis on. Um, so that's what I'm trying to work on. Um, so Anything else I want to talk about? So yeah, maybe you also see gap up plays just briefly. I had $248 right euros right here, 242 right here for the overnights I took. Gave back $100 right here on some as I showed you already, the wk38 trade and the MTM one. Um, so yeah, I mean, fortunately the OTCs came around and saved the week. Otherwise, I would be in trouble. Um, to be honest, I was I had a negative week until Friday. Actually, Friday saved my week. I was down $19 on Friday morning, and I sold the OTCs, and I just called it a day because I didn't want to give money back in it again. So yeah, we right around 7 oh not around, we exactly on 706 euros this month. For now, we still have 5 days to come. So my average week is 177 euros, so that will probably end up around like 880 then. But I would like to see a like $300 €300 week, because I will try, and I really want to try to not fuck up on good ideas with a bad execution. Give stocks more time, and focus on the bigger picture. Just like I did on VKTX, if I got the name right. And I only want to trade top setups. So I'll go for OTC gap ups because they tend to work for me this month. And I will go for big picture setups. Maybe scaling. The thing about scaling is, for me, it feels like whenever I scale in, I lose uh, I lose the full position, but I very rarely get a full position when it's in the right direction. Because typically it doesn't fill all your scales before it goes down. It just fills the first one or the second one and then goes down. But if you get stuck out, shit will go forever, and you'll have a full position. That's what happened to me on a zombie stock RRC. There you go. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, it looks nice, but it wasn't the day I was playing it. I was playing it this day. So I had to gap up, I had to crack. I added and right at here, run the VWeb test, and I added some into the 772 area, I guess. Then I added at this 1880 line, and then I got out right into this candle right here, right before crackdown. But actually, it will probably trap me right here because I had a 1771 average. It only touched to 1771. So I would have stayed in it, and it would zombie back on me, and then got me all right here. I probably just would have sold higher day, probably. So that's bullshit. And that's why I'm a little bit uncomfortable with these scaling stuff, because I'm not I don't have an exact idea when is the perfect time to scale in it. So that's what I'm working on this weekend. And I will try to figure out a way this week to do it on the small size. I mean, I've been trading small all month. Yeah, these were like black swan wins. Let's call it black swans. I mean, black swans, it should only happen once in a lifetime or every decade. I have two black swans in 2 weeks. So, um, but yeah, that's the way I would call it, just for the sake of it. And I didn't oversize it. I had to write a deal. I was just executing it bad. So Usually my losers are like $50 or something like in this area, you know. So that's decent, you know. Yeah. So that's the plan that I have for the week. Focus on OTCs, focus on the bigger picture, and let's see if we can end the month strong in it. So $300 would be nice to have a four-figure month, you know. Um, but I will be satisfied to end the month just green, you know. I mean, 700, yeah, it's not nothing crazy, but it's decent. I just want to try to focus on only the best plays, best setups, and have all green days because I never had all green days in a week. So that's it for me. That's the recap of the week. We'll see us next week latest, and I wish you all the best for the upcoming trading week. All right, see ya.